your best friend Edward right here! But who really is Edward? Sure, I'm your best friend, but I'm also a reptile breeder in Taiwan. This year will be my 4th year breeding snakes, so I'm kind of at the rookie side of the spectrum. But today, we're doing something different. We're gonna talk about the snake that started it all. And that's my first ball python, Blanco. Well, I don't want to touch her too much because she's actually gravid. That means she's pregnant. Well, look at her. So curious, so cute. So this year, she's bred to a Hidden Gem Woma Ivory Pastel Possible Leopard. So my breeding facility is focused on making Silky Way, which is leopard ivories. But let's not talk about genes in this video. We can do that in another video if you want. Tell me in the comment section. We can all geek out for more about ball pythons. But today I'm talking about how it's like to get a ball python for your first snake. So let's take a quick overview. Ball pythons are a python, ground-dwelling python from West Africa. In the wild, they hide in anthills, hidden in the burrows, and ambushing for prey, like African sulfurs. And because they're an ambushing type of snake, they don't really move that much, right? So they're very good for handling because they don't move super fast. So that's one thing about ball python. Another thing is when they're threatened, they become a ball. So it's part of their defense mechanism, right? So they will hide their heads and become a ball. So whatever is hurting them will only hurt their body and won't hurt their essential part, which is their head. So that's why most snakes are very sensitive on their heads, including ball pythons. You can see when I boop the snake, she doesn't really want to be booped. She's okay with that, but she doesn't really like to be booped. I love that. So I keep her in a 3 foot times 2 foot cage. We don't really use foot here, so it's actually a 80 centimeter times 60 centimeter cage. It's pretty big for a snake like her size, but hey, I mean, bigger is always better. Am I right, ladies? Oh, she just yawned. That's so cute. So if you want to keep a ball python, you need your enclosures to have hot spot and cold spots. So for cold spots, the temperature should be around 25 degrees Celsius. I will type the Fahrenheit numbers right here. And the hot spot should be around 30 Celsius. Also, the Fahrenheit is here. For substrate, you can use paper towels, you can use animal diapers, orchid barks, coconut husks, all kinds of stuff. Also, all of my snakes for most of the time of the year feed on frozen thawed rodents. And I have more than 50 snakes, so I'm pretty convinced that for a really high probability, you can make every ball python eat frozen. So for feeding this ball python like this, you can just go buy frozen rodents and thaw it out and make the rodent a little bit warmer than your room temperature, somewhere around 40 Celsius. Oh, so the Fahrenheit is here. Then feed it to the snake, and if it's originally eating frozen, then it probably would take it. If it's eating live, that's a whole nother video talking about how to switch live to frozen. What you looking at, girl? I mean, they're just so wonderful. How can you get a snake that's better than this? Come on, how can you get a snake that's better than this? So cute, so docile, looking at somewhere else while we're filming and acting super chill. That's ball python. Of course, in the enclosure, you would need a water bowl and you would clean the enclosure whenever they pooped or peed. That's all, super easy to keep. Sometimes they go off food, but if their body weight doesn't drop too much, there's nothing to be worried. They go off food because in Africa, in West Africa, they have 3 seasons. And during the dry season, there's really not much food. So their metabolism slows down and they don't want to eat. And that's super fine. Lastly, they come in all kinds of colors, right? So if you want a white one like this, by the way, she's not a really white snake. She's not a totally white snake. She's a pastel anti-ivory, which is not a blue-eye leucistic. But her name is Blanco because she was the whitest snake I had. Anyway, they come in all kinds of colors. Black ones, white ones. If you can think of the pattern and the color, probably you are able to make one. Keeping ball pythons are really fun and they're really docile, so it has this soothing effect just interacting with them. So if you haven't tried keeping ball pythons and you're thinking about keeping one, don't hesitate. Super cool pets. But hey, you know what I'm absolutely interested in? It's your first snake. What did you keep for your first snake? Tell me in the comment section down below. I would really like to know. Like, honestly. So, I wouldn't keep bothering her because she's gravid. Be sure to like and subscribe for more of this cuteness. I'll see you next time. I'm out.